watching something unusual from my channel, which is ASMR for Dota 2. Um, Usually I make some ASMR content for Honkai Star Rail, maybe so for some other games. I used to make something for Silksong, but for the past 2 weeks I didn't have really any ideas on what to do. And so I decided, why not make a video for one of my favorite games, which is Dota. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm pretty rusty. Um, and I was never a great player. I usually just mess around, with like stupid builds and stuff. And so, for example, right now I'm playing Carrier Lion, which is, for those who don't know, is a support hero, and we're going to make him something of a physical slash magical damage dealer. We'll see how it goes. You need quite a lot of luck to actually pull this off, and maybe even some skill, which I don't really have, but we'll see. It might be quite fun. I know that Dota isn't really popular in Europe and America. It's mostly popular in the Slavic countries, I think, like Ukraine, Russia. I'm not even sure about like Poland and stuff. I know it's like popular in Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Belarus, and so on. Maybe in China, but I think League is more popular there as well. So I suspect that most people who will be watching this might be quite unfamiliar with the game, and more familiar with League. So maybe I could try to explain some things by comparison with League, but I'm not really all that well versed in League terminology and stuff. I played League, I think, like maybe 10 games in my entire life, and I mean, I don't really know a lot about it. It's like, I know the basics, like the MOBA basics, which are like staple for this genre, but nothing more, I guess. So I mean, naturally we have some characters, some abilities. We at the start we focus more on farming, and if I'm correct, I think Dota is a bit more aggressive than League, though I might be wrong on that opinion. Maybe it's actually like not as aggressive. I'm not really sure. So in any case, let me quickly explain what my character does. Maybe what are the characters in this match too. So Lion is played as a support hero. He mostly has abilities that stun and drain enemies' mana, which helps with the laning and stuff. My first ability can be targeted on the ground or the enemy themselves. My second ability turns the enemy into like a frog, which is like a stun, but it's more powerful, I guess. It lasts longer and it's a stronger debuff. There's like fewer ways to actually dispel it, I think. Oh no, it's the same dispel cost, I guess we'll call that. My third ability is I suck enemies' mana. So on the laning phase, it's a really annoying thing. But as I'm playing something of a Carrier Lion, I don't really use this ability a lot here. But later on I will be starting to use this. I will be really low on my mana and stuff. Let's quickly heal up. I have my ult ready. My ult is a very powerful skill. It quickly it deals tons of damage, and with the ability I chose at the start, So like the aspect, I think it's called in English. I'm not sure. Uh, I think it's called an aspect in Russian. I'm not sure what it's called in English. So before the match, you choose which kind of like bonus upgrade your hero gets. Some of them are major, some of them like aren't really all that noticeable. My aspect makes it so that after my ult, I deal increased physical damage, and I switch from being a range hero to a melee hero. So that's going to be kind of how we're going to build him. I'm going to focus first of all on items that quickly uh, empower my ult. Then we'll switch to a more physical build. Okay, well, let's try to save our teammate there. Or maybe not. There's a risk that we are going to die right now. Yep. I knew he was going to ult here. Nice, great. Let's quickly break the silence this character threw on us. Oh, sadly we have no control. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm explaining it, like, well, probably not. It's probably really confusing. But anyway, um, we're just going to farm some items right now. Maybe kill some creeps, though I'm not really strong enough to take on most camps. So we'll try to do it a bit not as often. Maybe kill some small creeps and stuff. Our goal is to quickly farm up an Econim Scepter, which is a great ability increase. Oh wow, these guys are really aggressive. Well, I guess that's my bad. I didn't realize that Budge was so close to us. I think that this game is far more stun focused compared to League, which from what I've heard is it's uncommon to have long stuns and to have them often. For Dota, stuns are like the lifeblood. Not all heroes have them, but most do, and you really can't play this game without like some kind of stun and magic protection. So yeah, it's quite different from Bleak in that regard. But you also might have noticed that unlike League, most heal skills here are targeted, so we don't really need to aim them and combine them. So for example, I mostly only played Akali in League, so she had like some, you need to aim your skills, you need to combine them well and stuff. Here that's not really true. There are some characters that require a lot of mechanical skill, but it's not really the same as in League. It's quite different, though it's a bit hard to explain why. Mostly I think this game is about the macro things, like controlling the map and knowing where the enemies are and stuff like that. Okay, there's some fights going on. I'm not sure why the could have pain jump there. Okay, let's quickly kill them. We got one more stack of our ult, which increases damage unlimitedly. I hope I can say that, like that's the correct formulation. Can I say that? Oh, that's really, I'm translating that from Russian. It sounds a bit weird. Yeah, so we got our first big item, which uses the cooldown of our ult and increases damage. Next, we'll try to farm for a blink dagger, which is an item that allows us to teleport quite a long distance. Oh, you saw that like small blue trail there. I think that's they either used some kind of an item or there was someone invisible. I'm not actually sure. I think that might have been an item. I used to play Dota a lot by myself, last like couple of years I've only been playing it with my friends, which hasn't been too often because some of my friends like can be they like one of them goes on some traveling, but he has to, well, let's call it traveling for work. Um, so we can't really play a lot. When he comes back, we play League, or I mean not a ton. That otherwise, I don't play it solo. And my other friend has been taking to the army, so you know, can't really play from there, which is kind of sad. But I mean, he's doing fine, I think. I hope. At least he tells you that he's fine. So anyway, I've played this game for a lot. I have like thousands of hours in it. I've been playing, I think, it for like five years, which isn't too long compared to some people. It isn't too long compared to some people. But I mean, it's a lot for me. I think it's a lot for most people. It's just that. So let's kill this guy. Nice. We got 3 kills there. 3 stacks of our world. I think this game is going to be pretty easy. Yeah. So this game used to be one of my favorites, I guess. I think it's still, in a way, it still is one of my favorite games ever. But it's not really something that I like to play for myself. It's mostly like something you play with others to spend some time, you know, like to have a topic to talk about and stuff. I guess the games I play for myself would be like Honkai Star Rail and maybe like Minecraft and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. My team is pushing mid, and I could go with them, but I'm a bit lazy. Though I do have my ult, so it would be nice to go there. You know what? Let's try. Maybe we can catch someone off guard. Kill them, get one more stack. We saw an enemy hero somewhere here. Maybe we can spot them. Let's see. They might be staying at their base. I don't really want to show myself in case. Oh yeah, they went back to their base to defend. Okay. Well, that's a bit sad, but it's not too bad. I think for now we'll try to stay around our team. I'm not really all that powerful by myself. At least until I get some core items. And my team is kind of overpowered at this point. They're really fat, and it's not a regular mod, this is turbo, which means that you get twice the amount of XP and gold. So when your team is winning, they scale so much faster than the enemies, though, that it becomes practically impossible to lose. Of course, you can still lose, because, for example, if Queen of Pain, our mid laner, dies, he will grant enemies a ton of XP and gold. So, you know, unless we do something extraordinarily stupid, we should be fine. Okay. Not really sure if anyone will watch this video. I used to enjoy a lot of Dota ASMR, but I haven't really seen anything new in that regard for this game, which is a bit sad. I'm not sure if there's any demand, but you know, I'm basically making this so my channel isn't dead for more than 1.5 weeks. If you want to see more, please tell. I will be sure to record some more, but otherwise this might be like a one-time deal. We'll see. So let's quickly go to our team. They're doing pretty well, the 3 of them. So we don't really need to help them. Okay, let's quickly kill this guy. Nice. And I mean, we are already pushing their base, which is, I mean, quite nice for us. Though we might die right now. Or maybe not. Okay, great. So, we killed a ton of guys here. We essentially won the game right now. I'm not really sure we can lose it. Okay, I just... Well, I will die here, sadly. I could blink away, I think, but I forgot about my item. Which is a bit stupid, but that's alright, that's alright. So yeah, the game sadly is a bit boring, I think. I hope it will be a bit longer, like maybe 40 minutes, maybe 30. But no, this one ended pretty quickly. It's kind of one part of the course for this mode. The games here are usually pretty quick. But I hope with like Lion Carry, maybe I will slow things down. You know, maybe ruin the things for my team a bit. And apparently not. My team is extremely powerful right now, though they did feed a bit, which is which might be good in a way. We might stay here longer, so we'll see. For now, let's quickly farm our PKB. Oh my god, I can't pronounce that for some reason. PKB, yeah, PKB. I think, is that how it's said in English as well? Yeah, I think so. So, it's called, the full name is Black King's Bar. Yeah, or Black King Bar, okay. Which is an item that grants you, well, it doesn't grant you magic invulnerability, it just reduces magic damage, but most importantly, it grants you an invulnerability to most control effects. There are still some stuns that can pierce it, but more often than not, you're just immune to any kind of control while under the effect of this item, which is, I mean, it might sound extremely powerful, and it is, but in a game like Dota, you can't really win without it, you know? It's kind of like required, because otherwise you can't really do anything. Okay, so we are winning here. Great. Yeah, I think we might go for the engine right now. No real point in breaking the barracks, and this might be the end. This actually might be the shortest video on my channel, which is kind of funny. I really thought this would be like 40-30 minutes at least, but no. Well, until unless we feed right now, I don't see how we can lose this. The score is 34-9, which is kind of crazy. This doesn't usually happen, but we got kind of lucky today. Well, let's just break the engine and probably end the video there. Let's quickly kill this guy as well, just so we end on some good notes. They went a bit well, we can just break this thing. They're still trying to fight. I don't think it's going to work, really. Yep, the guy is dead. Okay. Oops, I don't have any mana left. Oh, that's a bit unlucky. Okay. Let's, maybe we can let them try to protect the base. Or, no, they forgot about the creeps. We don't even need to hit it. Well, that was very quick. I hope you enjoy my incoherent rambling a bit. maybe something to watch while you try to fall asleep. And I will hopefully see you guys next time. Oh, yeah, I forgot completely. If you want